Conducted under health and safety protocols designed by the Cleveland Clinic, which is serving as the health security advisor to the commission for all 4 debates. As a precaution, both campaigns have agreed the candidates will not shake hands at the beginning of tonight's debate.
Thank you.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste. And what I mean by that, it's an opportunity to do things that you think you could not do before.
Never waste a good crisis. And when it comes to the economic crisis, don't waste it.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And guys, you know I come with that video to make you think. Now, basically, I received a whole lot of comments about the C word with Trump. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video. I wasn't going to do this video, you know it's Friday, but I'm going to go ahead and knock it out for y'all. Now, basically, of course, he announces last night he tested positive. Now, we know that during the debate, Mike Wallace had advised that they've already been tested. So we know for a fact that he wasn't. He was negative when the debate happened. We know he was healthy. We know no symptoms. He battled against Biden. He destroyed him, over-talking him, everything. But the fact is that we know what the New World Order is. The New World Order creates distractions. So basically, this is a distraction. And people say, oh, this is bad for Trump. He's not going to be able to be in the public. Now, guys, if you think about out of sight, out of mind. So is this like being an absent parent? If you're an absent parent, guess what? You can't make mistakes. But majority of times, kids feel that absent parent more than they feel the parent that actually raising them and taking care of them. Why? Because they see your mistakes. They don't see that absent parent mistakes. You the one stayed, you the one put in that hard work to do the job. But the fact is that's the same way with Trump. Trump is absent, but the fact is now the speech writers, the guys who can say the right thing at the right time. And I've been over Stephen Miller plenty of times. So those tweets that you see, those are not Trump's. That's Stephen Miller, guys. So make sure you understand that. Now, the fact is that basically we have the stimulus package. What is this? This is a distraction for the stimulus package. So this gives them time, guys. What do we know? They want to wait as long as possible for this stimulus check to get as close as to the holidays as possible. We know that we're on a time period. Remember, if you have a plan, that means you're on a time period. So the fact is, we know that the stimulus package has to last until March. It's in the documents. Has to last until March. And then we know in the crypto market, we know what happens. In March, we have the digital wallets. So we know now that then they have the digital dollar. So in March, that's going to be, what are they doing? They're causing a problem, waiting on the reaction, and that'll be in March, because basically there's not going to be any more bills to save anybody. And then they roll in universal basic income, solving the problem. So guys, we see the 3 steps going on as we speak. Right in front of our eyes, we see it happening. But basically, this stimulus package is very, very important to America, to the corporations, to small business. But what do we know? What did I go over? They have over $1 trillion sitting and no one's touching it. The Fed and the Treasury. They have money right there that they can give out. They choosing not to, because why? They have to wait on their reaction. They have to wait till America gets to its knees, begging the government, please help us out. And that's what's going on right now. Please help us out. The airline's saying they're going to furlough today. Please help us out. And then guess what? The stimulus package, the solution. And then March, everybody's going to be hurting. And then, of course, that's when they roll in the idea of universal basic income. And then, of course, everybody's happy. But the fact is, guys, we know that universal basic income opens the door for what? Total control. And then, of course, we have the robots, the AI, the automation. While you're sitting at home comfy, they're rolling out all this automation that's basically going to have control over the whole system. And while the masses are getting free money, they're not going to pay any attention to all the control, and they're not going to care because they're getting free money. So the fact is, guys, we know that nothing is free in life. There's always consequences, especially when you're dealing with the New World Order. Now, basically, don't forget, guys, is that this whole political system is all based on Freemasonry, brotherhood. So we see Trump and Biden and all these guys fuss and fight with each other. But we know at the end of the day, they have businesses together. They don't compete. There is no such thing. And I know basically you're taught this at a young age, competition. There is no such thing as competition in brotherhood. Because if we're true brothers, our job is to look out for each other. Our job is to make sure you're just successful as I am. There is no envy. There is no jealousy. Remember that the idea in Freemasonry is that 3 men are stronger than 1,000,000 men. And you say, why is that? Because 3 men are working together towards a goal. And 1,000,000 men are working 1,000,000 different ways to their own goal. And that's how they stay under control. So guys, we have to make sure we're not distracted. Educating your friends and family. I know y'all going to hit me in the comments. But educate your friends and family. Because the fact is that family is the only thing you got at the end. And they don't have to be your blood. But you know what I mean by family. And guys, remember, we have to remember the objectives of the C word. The C word was to help slow down physical currency to bring in this digital currency. And then also bring in the digital economy. Plus, they can use this at any time for distractions. We know they came out and said the C word vaccine would not be available until July of next year. So that means they have a plan for July. Because majority of people, even if you go on, like even the masses say, no, I'm not taking that. I wear the mask, but I'm not taking that. So the fact is that we know they have the plan. We know the plan. And that's the digital economy, the cryptocurrency. But the masses don't. So the March and July time frame is there for a reason. Because we're about to move over to the greatest experiment over 400 years in financial history, to a digital economy. We know China is already there. We know the EU just came out. I'm going to do a video on that, of course, today. But guys, make sure that we're educating as many people as possible, because life is about to change. Like I said, over these next 24 months, first 12 months is going to be crazy, but over the next 24 months, you're going to see a whole nother different world. We already see another different world right now. But 12 to 24 months, our world is going to totally change, where we will never see what they call pastimes. But y'all have a wonderful day.